Hey, what's up? Just wanted to do this. I wanted to do this before or on Halloween, but just everything got in the way, and this is the final rare edition. Number 10, I did nine of these before. Uh, yeah, just doing rare editions in my collection. Just talking about them. So I did nine. This is the last one. This is number 10. Um, just sorry. I've been pushing this off so much, and last night I was like, oh, I gotta do this today, and then I find out in the morning. I don't know if any of you saw on Facebook about my buddy at work. He lost his mom in that typhoon in the Philippines. He lost his mom and two nephews. Jesus, it was a rough day. He's a good buddy at work, and I thought, you know what? I said I got to do this to get my mind off of it, everything that he's going through, and yeah. So, I first first of all, the what was the ninth one? I can't even remember. I was gonna say something about the last one. So I think it had something to do with this one. I think it was the Halloween one. I can't remember. But anyway, let's get on with this. So this is the rare edition number 10. Um, and yeah, I was intending this to be on Halloween. You obviously could guess what it is. Well, it's not the first Halloween, but let's show it. And yeah, Halloween 3. This is the VHS that I bought back in when it came out. This was new on the stands, I remember. 1996. Yeah, originally bought, not found at a pawn shop that like a lot of people are doing now, or places you find. Originally bought in around that, probably 1996. Um, and so this version of it was distributed in Canada. This company here, HGV, was a pretty big distributor of horror movies on back in the day when it was on video on VHS. It was this HGV had a lot of horror movies coming out. I remember that in Canada, this part of Canada. There it is on the video itself, and good old VHS. Love that shit. I don't think I've shown this before on here. I've shown all my VHS. I can't remember. This is the one. This may have been the one that I haven't shown, but I'm not too sure. There's the back of that. That was the original poster, I think, right there from '83. This was the cover that they had. I think this was on the poster, but the kids were turned. It was like silhouettes of them. Yeah. Back in the day, there's Mr. Atkins. There's the spine to that. I don't know if I showed that. A little bit of wear and tear at the bottom. Wow. What is it? 17 years since I bought this. It's gone through a few moves. And yeah, at least four that I know of. 4 moves that I know of. So it's actually, surprisingly, that's not too bad a shape for going through all that, I would think. And yeah, let's get to it. Halloween 3. Well, I am to it. I'm just going crazy about this edition. Halloween 3. Fuck. I just bought the Scream Factory edition of it. No, was that last year? Yeah, I think it was last year. And I bought an extra copy and put it in the giveaway last year, I think. Both Halloween 2 and 3, the ones that Scream Factory came out with. And that's the one I watched at Halloween. And I remember watching it and thinking, oh, I gotta do this video. I gotta do this about this one. But Halloween 3, of course, is the black sheep of the Halloween series, which I've always loved. After part 1 and part 2, you know what? I think I said that I may be right up there with the first one. For me, not for you, for me. If you think the same way, then awesome. I think it's one of the best fucking horror movies ever made. People back in the day, of course, it got ridiculed because Michael Myers wasn't in it, but everybody just completely ignored it because of that, and thought, oh, it's not gonna be a good Halloween movie because of that. And even John Carpenter admitted he probably should have not put it in the Halloween series. But he also said about what his original plan was to make a different story for Halloween every single year. And he was going to do that, but Michael Myers became so huge. Because originally Halloween 1 and 2 was supposed to be one movie. I don't know if you knew that. Remember Carpenter saying that in the interview. It was supposed to be one big long movie, but they didn't have the budget to do it for the Halloween, so they had to split it into 2. But he wanted a story every year from different directors doing Halloween. He was going to produce the other ones, and so they finally got around to doing part 3, which would have been the second story. There was more stories after that, but obviously the demand for Michael Myers was too huge, you know. And yeah, I remember back in the day, it just got so panned by I remember reading it in, what was it, Fangoria? Yeah, that was the magazine I used to buy. And yeah, it got worked. I remember that. But I loved it. It was a great story. Dr. Jealous. With the masks, finding out the masks themselves are pure evil. Just like Michael Myers. Purely and simply evil. And yeah, I think a lot of people have changed their tune about this nowadays, though. It seems to me there's a lot more fans of this one and accept it more nowadays than they did, because it was bad. Like the horror fans back then wanted to disown this like it wasn't even made, and that kind of disappointed me because I'm a huge fan of Myers, you know, Michael Myers, but you know, you can't fucking, it had all the same elements. John Carpenter was in it, Deborah Hill, like a lot of the people that did the other one did this one, so it didn't really faze me. I just loved the movie. I watched it, loved it. Those people didn't even want to give it a chance, but I'm going off now. Okay. Let's end this. We gotta end it. Yeah, so I said it before. No, who's the director was, what's his name? Fuck. Shit, the guy was on the friggin' thing. Because it wasn't Carpenter. Tommy Lee Wallace. There it is. Tommy Lee Wallace was the director, of course, starring the man, Tom Atkins, and who's the girl? Stacey Nelkin. That's right. And yeah. And Carpenter, of course, did the music for it. The amazing fucking music. And it was Carpenter and Alan Howarth for this one. But the amazing fucking opening sequence that I'm probably playing right now, the music for it, was just so fucking amazing. For that reason, I think that's my favorite scene in the movie. The opening scene, where the guy's running down the street, that fucking music catches you right away, and you know it's, I remember the first time seeing it, you know, fuck, there's Carpenter. This was like the most, oh man, you just knew it was a Carpenter feel to it right away. Like Tommy Lee Wallace was directing it, but he obviously wanted to get that feel of John Carpenter. He hit it to the T, you know. Oh man, obviously a prodigy of Carpenter was Tommy Lee Wallace, and such a great movie. You know, that's my favorite scene, by the way. Yeah, I always say this in the rare editions. My favorite scene, the opening sequence where the guy's running down the street. He's got the mask in his hand. He's running away from the fucking robot guys in the car. But then just the whole running sequence, the music going. I just love that. I love that. There's so many great scenes though in that. Oh fuck. But anyway, that's it. That's it for my rare editions. That was number 10. Halloween 3, if you want to go check the rest, they're all on my YouTube page. Which I'm pissed off at though, YouTube, but because of the messages thing, I can't get my fucking messages, and I'm not going to Google Hangout to get them because I'm just saying no. Just say no. So that's why I wanted to switch all my videos to Facebook, and Jesse's opened that group, you know. But anyway, that's it. That was Rare Edition number 10, Halloween 3. Thanks for watching. If you watched them all, you guys fucking kick ass. Rock you later.